I found this beautiful style on Pinterest and we are going to draft the pattern together. My name is Mitchell. Welcome to Mitchell Fashion Academy. This is the shoulder line, the armhole line, the bust line, the waistline, hip line, and knee line. The dress doesn't have a dart, so I skipped the under bust line. The neck width is 2.5 inches. The depth is 7 inches. On this part, you come down by 5 inches. And on this side, you come down by 7 inches. 7 inches neck depth. You connect the 3 points like this. Please note that this side is curved. It's not straight. I curved this part. Open the pattern paper like this. On the waistline, measure 2 inches towards the left. On the knee line, mark the middle point. This is the middle. On that middle, you come up by 3 inches depending on where you want the opening to start from. Then you connect the 3 points like this. From the neck depth to the waistline to 3 inches above the knee line. The dress doesn't have a shoulder slant, the shoulder is straight. On the armhole line, find the midpoint and make the armhole curve. This is how the back armhole curve is done. Then for the front, on that midpoint, you come in by half inch and curve. On the armhole line, you mark the bust circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. Mark the same measurements on the bust line. On the waistline, you mark the waist circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. On the hip line, you mark the hip circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. And then on the knee line, whatever you marked on the hip line, deduct 1.5 inches from it and mark it on the knee line. If you want the dress to be more fitted, you remove 2 inches or 2.5 inches. Open your pattern paper like this and cut. You will cut double of this, one for each side. You place them together like this. Remember on the waistline, we went towards the left by 2 inches. So that is how you're going to place them together. One should be on top of the other by that same 2 inches. For the sleeve, you will need two sleeves, the inner one and the outer sleeve. For this outer sleeve, extend the cap height like this and make a new curve. This will make the sleeve to be puffy on the top. This is the outer sleeve. For the inner one, you place it on another pattern paper like this. You can either use this method or slash and spread. So you place it on another pattern paper like this. Trace the upper part of the sleeve. This is for the inner sleeve. Create a casing on the hem and insert elastic. You attach this part to the armhole, then you make a slit here like this. You place it on top of the other sleeve. You attach it to the armhole, sew the sides. Then for this part, remember the inner one has a casing, while the outer one you just fold it. If the fabric you're using is thick, you cut this inner part on this side like this. You cut the upper part and replace it with a lighter fabric so that by the time you join both of them, it won't be bulky. You sew the sides together. I just looked at the inspiration picture and I realized that the slitted sleeve is actually wider than I thought. I'm going to cut it again to open it more. If you're part of this sewing family already, thank you for your love and support. If you haven't joined us, do subscribe, leave your questions in the comment section, and I hope to see you in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.